What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? What is going on? And a good Tuesday morning, and welcome to the Mets Morning Blunt. I know we didn't have one yesterday. Like I said, we're going to try to do this mostly every day during the week, but there's going to be days that we just don't have the time. There might even be something, anything to talk about, but we're going to try to find something to give you every day. And today, we want to talk about Edwin Diaz and his free agency. And listen, most of the conversation is surrounded around this guy, right? Pete Alonso, and what's going to happen with him. And, there's debate back and forth. How long do you bring him back for? Do you bring him back at all? To me, we already know. You bring back Pete Alonso. Of course, on a fair contract. Do I want to give Pete Alonso 7 years? No. Have the Mets put themselves in a situation where if they really want to bring him back, they may have to do that? Maybe. Is any other team going to offer Pete Alonso 7 years? Probably not. Probably not. But we'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out. Everybody knows I want him back. Contrary to what a lot of people say, I think he can be an asset to a winning team. Has it been great the whole time? Has it been smooth? No. Do I think Peter Alonso is a detriment to winning, how some people think? Absolutely not. But anyways, we're here to talk about Edwin Diaz. That's the free agency that I want to, not free agency, the opt-out that I want to talk about. And the first thing I'm going to say is, ladies and gentlemen, that in my heart, in my opinion, I believe that Edwin Diaz will only opt out because it's his obligation to opt out, right? Because his agent is going to advise him to opt out. Because all the noise around him probably tells him to opt out, right? Because that is the right thing to do. And hey, why not? If you have the ability to do it, you get yourself maybe a couple. Wow, I did that by mistake. Sorry, muted myself by mistake. You get yourself a few more years, a little bit more money. Why not? Why not? But I look at it like this. Edwin Diaz, like I said, is going to do it because he's going to feel obligated to do it. Edwin Diaz is also a guy that we saw his last contract was announced, I think, like immediately after the season, pretty much. There was no hassle there. There was no back and forth in the media. There was nothing like that. And he let you know that when he was becoming a free agent last time, how much he wanted to be back. And it's the same thing now. The same thing now. When he was asked about it, he said, "Yo, I don't know yet. I got to talk to my family," and so on and so forth. So I think this is going to be a smooth negotiation. Honestly, I'm expecting it to be announced any day that the Mets and Edwin Diaz have come to either an extension, a new contract, however they want to word it, however they figure it out. I honestly, this is what I'm talking about: proactive instead of reactive. That's what I'm talking about: proactive instead of reactive. Why, when you have a player like Edwin Diaz, do you even wait for this to happen? As this year's going on, you know he's going to opt out. You know that. And listen, I'm not in there. I don't know what's happened. I don't know how these things go down, right? But why not approach Edwin Diaz about an extension at that time? Say, Edwin, don't opt out. Don't opt out. Come back and play next season under the same contract. We're gonna add 2, 3 years, whatever the hell it takes, whatever it is, whatever they can come up with, to that contract for you to stay here. And we'll even throw in a signing bonus if, to offset whatever the new salary is comparative to what you're going to play with next year. The same thing that I was suggesting with Peter Alonso, but which admittedly so would be a lot more complicated, right? But I'll say this. You guys know I call it the Edwin Diaz experience every time he comes in the game because we don't know what Edwin Diaz is going to get. Are we going to get the Edwin Diaz that has fire coming out his eyes and seems laser focused and is just throwing BBs down there and untouchable? Or do we get the Edwin Diaz that sometimes looks like has deer in the headlight look and has no control and is throwing one pitch to the backstop over the guy's head, the other one he's bouncing it up and ends up in the dugout? But yet still, even with the Edwin Diaz experience, find me someone better out there. What are you gonna tell me? The Padres, Robert Suarez, Roberto Suarez, or whatever the heck his name is. I think it's Roberto Suarez, because he had a better season, I guess, numbers wise. If he even did, I should have looked at that before. But I know he got the All Star nod, he got the close in the All Star game, and all of that nonsense. We're gonna bring him in here, who's 3 years older than Edwin Diaz, and what is he gonna command? What kind of money? What kind of years? Now we know all the stuff about, oh, David Stearns doesn't like pay relievers, doesn't like pay being big money. We need David Stearns to get out of his damn comfort zone. We keep saying it. We need David Stearns to get out of his damn comfort zone. This is not the Milwaukee Brewers who are now talking about trading a pitcher like Freddie Peralta because he has an $8 million option for next year, which would be his last year on the contract. That is not who you're with anymore, David Stearns. You're now with the New York Mets. You're able to make stupid moves like Frankie Montas and not sweat it. Act like it. Act like it. Right? So don't play around. Don't try coming here with some more optional relievers. They're going to be part of a closer by committee nonsense or anything like that. And get the job done with Edwin Diaz. But I think this will be an easy one, ladies and gentlemen. I really do think it'll be an easy one. I don't think Edwin is that kind of guy. And in closing, because it's going to be a quick one. In closing, I just want to add something that I just alluded to right there. And it's the situation that we're hearing with some of these teams. Again, like the Milwaukee Brewers and the Freddie Peralta. Like the Cincinnati Reds and the Hunter Green. Even, in my opinion, the Detroit Tigers and the Tarek Skubal. Like, what the hell are these teams doing? Why are they even in the league? Why are they even in the league? I'll take it even further. If the Pittsburgh Pirates trade Paul Skeens in the next year or two, they should be contracted. They shouldn't be in the league. They should not be in the league. A team like Milwaukee should be evaluated. If you can't bring back a Freddie Peralta, if you can't try to work something out with a Freddie Peralta, that is embarrassing. Now, of course, when these names get brought up and if these players become available, hey, let's go get them. Let's go get them. But as a baseball fan, that makes me sick. That makes me sick. Anyhow, that's your morning blunt for today. Edwin Diaz situation. Some people ask me, what do you think is going to happen? Think we're going to bring him back? I say don't sweat it. I think it'll be an easy negotiation. Even if it goes against most of what David Stearns would like to do. And there might be another move like that this offseason. There might be a few moves like that. But it's time for him to get out of his comfort zone. Have a good day, everybody. You already know what it is. All day, every day. Let's go, Mets. Peace.
Full of animals and we made ourselves with minimal. Fuck you, no subliminals. Putting in this work, nigga. That's why they feelings hurt, nigga. Swear we need a hearse cause we rep our shites to the dirt, nigga. If I'm in the club,